Good morning, students. Welcome to today's session. I hope every one of you understood what all we have seen so far in the last video under the topic quadratic equations. So we have seen so many different kind of sums in the so far in the last classes, and today also we are going to continue the same lesson at a different section. Okay. So before going to today's session, let us recall some basic concepts of everything. So the topic of the lesson is nothing but quadratic equations, and that is a general form of a quadratic equation in one variable. So that is a general form of a quadratic equation in one variable. So here, when an equation said to be quadratic means the highest power of the variable is 2. So then only that particular equation said to be quadratic, otherwise not. And the coefficients A, B and C are real numbers exactly. Okay. And here these are some examples of the quadratic equation. So here all the in all the equations, the highest power of the variable is nothing but 2 only. Therefore, these equations are called quadratic equations, right? And how can you find the solution of the quadratic equation means through the three methods. So one is factorization method, and the second one completing the square method, and third one quadratic formula. Actually, so far in the last video we have seen the first two methods. So how to find out the solution for the quadratic equation by using factorization method and also completing the square method. So today we are going to see through quadratic formula. So before that, so one more sums is available for solving a quadratic equation through the completing the square method. Okay. So here 4x square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0 is there. How can we solve this quadratic equation using completing the square method? So in the last class itself I said that, so how can we solve the given equation through the completing the square method? Okay, through the two formula only. So one is a plus b whole square and another one a minus b whole square. How can we choose the formula? So according to the sign of the coefficient of x. So here the sign of the coefficient of x is nothing but plus. So that we can use a plus b whole square formula. Okay. So what is a plus b whole square? A plus b whole square formula. That is a plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So plus b square. So that is a formula. So now we are going to solve this equation using this formula only. That means we are going to convert the equation into the form of this formula. Okay. So first term is 4x square is there. So we can write this in the form of a square term as 2x whole square. So 2x whole square. So now when we compare this into the formula of the right hand side, so a equal to 2x. So next term is plus 2ab is there. So plus 2 in terms of a, 2x, and we need to write b value. So how can you find b value? So we should divide the coefficient of x, so this one, by the product of these two. Okay. So b equal to, so the coefficient of x is nothing but the given in the given equation 3 is there. So 3 divided by, so 2 2s are 4. So it is not possible to simplify this. Therefore 3 by 4 is b value. So into 3 by 4. So into 3 by 4. So next term in the formula plus b square is there. So plus, so b value 3 by 4. Therefore 3 by 4 whole square. And in the given question 3 by 4 term is not available. Okay, therefore for balancing purpose we are subtracting the same term here. Okay, 3 by 4 whole square minus 3 by 4 whole square. And the last term in the given equation is nothing but plus 5. So plus 5 equal to 0. Right? Now simplify this. So which implies, so for the first three terms, we can write through the formula. Okay, that is a plus b whole square. So a is nothing but 2x and plus b is nothing but 3 by 4. So 2x plus 3 by 4 whole square minus, what about the last two terms? So here minus 3 by 4, that is we can write 3 square 9 and 4 square 16. And the last term is nothing but plus 5 equal to 0. So 2x plus 3 by 4 whole square equal to, so transpose these two terms to the right hand side. So this term will become plus 9 by 16, and this 5 become minus 5. Okay, now simplify right hand side now. So 9 minus, if you make a cross multiplication, means 16 5s are 80. So 80 divided by 16, right? So equal to, so minus 71 by 16. So what about left hand side? So left hand side is 2x plus 3 by 4 whole square. So now continue again, so which implies, so 2x plus 3 by 4 whole square, sorry, equal to, now I am going to transpose this square into right hand side. So when we transpose the square into right hand side, it will become plus or minus root of minus 71 divided by 16. So look at the thing here, inside the square root negative number is there. So if inside the square root negative number is available, means there is no real square root is there for this expression. Okay, for example, root of 16 means the answer is 4, already we know that. But root of minus 16 means answer is not minus 4 or plus 4. Okay, not minus 4 as well as not plus 4. So it is not a real number, that's it. Okay, so real number means what type of number this one? So it is called imaginary number. So imaginary number, it is not there in your syllabus. You are going to learn that in your 11th standard itself. Okay, therefore inside the square root negative number is available, means that is negative number is there, means so it is not possible to find out the real roots. Okay, real number roots for this given equation. So what is the solution now? So you can stop the procedure here itself and you should write it has no real roots, that's all. Okay, it has so you can write the solution as it has no real roots. So that's it. So no real roots. So that is the solution. Right? Right, look at the next one. So now we are going to see how to solve the quadratic equation under quadratic formula. So what is quadratic formula first? So this is known as quadratic formula. So already know that this is a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So quadratic formula is nothing but x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So here a, b, c, everything the coefficients of the given equation only. So this is called a quadratic formula. Okay. So through this also we are going we have solved the quadratic equation, right? So look at these examples. Already you have seen these examples under factorization method. Okay, in the last videos. Now I am going to solve the same equations by using quadratic formula. Okay, now see one by one. So let us see the first question. X square minus 3x minus 3 equal to 0. Now I am going to solve this equation using this quadratic formula. This is a quadratic formula. So for that, this is the formula. So we need to substitute a value, b value and c value. So when we compare the equations with this one, what is a? So first write a is nothing but 1, coefficient of x square. And what is b? So b is nothing but minus 3. So minus is there, means you can write with the minus symbol. And c is nothing but minus 10. Okay, now substitute the formula here. So x equal to, so instead of b, so minus, and instead of b, minus 3. Okay, so already minus is there, and plus or minus square root of, so b square. Okay, so b square is nothing but minus 3 whole square and minus 4ac. So 4 instead of a, 1, and instead of c, minus 10, and the whole divided by 2a, that is 2 into a value is 1. Okay, so this all the numbers inside the square root only. Okay, so equal to, simplify this. Now minus into minus plus, so plus 3 plus or minus square root of, so 3 square 4, minus 3 to minus 3 will become plus, and here minus into minus plus, so 4 into 1 4, 4 into 10 40, right? So 3 square, sorry, here 3 square 9 only, I wrote wrongly as 4 here, so 9, so 3 square 9 and whole divided by 2, so equal to 3 plus or minus root of 49 divided by 2, right? So equal to 3 plus or minus, so root of 49 is nothing but 7, 7th of the 49 divided by 2. So now split positive root and negative root, okay? So x equal to, so positive root means 3 plus 7 by 2, not positive root, positive symbol I am saying. So comma, so next to minus, that is 3 minus 7 by 2. So x equal to, when we add these two we'll get, so 7 plus 3 10, so 10 by 2 and here minus 4 by 2. So when we divide we'll get x equal to, so 5 and here minus 2, that's all. So these are the roots of the given equation, okay? Look at the next example. So 2x squared plus x minus 6 equal to 0. So the same thing, okay, first find what is a, what is b and what is c. So a is nothing but 2 and what is b? So b is nothing but 1 and c is minus 6, okay. So we are going to substitute the formula, right? So x equal to, so minus b, so minus 1 plus or minus root of, so b square means 1 square minus 4ac, so minus 4 into, so a value 2 and c value minus 6 and whole divided by, so division is including for minus 1 also, okay, 2a, so 2 into 2, so equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of, so 1 square 1 and this minus into minus will become plus and multiply 4 2s are 8, 8 6 are 48. So divided by, so 2 2s are 4. So equal to minus 1 plus or minus root of, so 1 plus 48, 49 divided by 4. So equal to minus 1 plus or minus, so root of 49, so 7 divided by 4. So this is x value. Next we can split the roots. Okay, so x equal to minus 1 plus 7 by 4 and another one minus 1 minus 7 by 4, right? Simplify this. So minus 1 plus 7 is nothing but 6, so 6 by 4 and comma here minus 8 by 4. So when we simplify these two, so 3 2s are 6 and 2 2s are 4 and here minus, so 2 4s are 8. So these are the roots of the given equation, right? So let us see the remaining examples, that is remaining subdivisions, in the next video.